Hey everybody, welcome to KM Reviews. I am Niddleman. Today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review for the movie Colossal, starring Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis. And this movie is going to be really flying under the radar for a lot of people, but I wish it wouldn't, because this movie was fucking awesome. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't see any of the trailers for this movie, and I really need you guys to go see this movie, because I don't know how the fuck it's not being the talk of the town right now. This movie was awesome. Now I'm going to give you my rating right off the bat, and then stick around to find out why I gave it that rating if you want to. Now, Colossal, I'm going to give this movie girlfriend material. You need to see this one. One of the biggest complaints I'm always hearing is, oh, there's no original movies nowadays. Everything's a sequel, a prequel, a remake, based on a book, based on a true story, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You got original fucking movie right here. Nobody's fucking seeing it. This is why they don't make original movies. This movie's great, and nobody's fucking watching it. I haven't heard anybody talk about this movie. I went to the movie theater. I asked them, what's this movie about? They're like, oh, I don't know. You know, maybe that's just a shitty staff. I don't know, but nobody knows what the hell this movie is, and honestly, I didn't either. And I very rarely get to go to the theater surprised by a movie. I always usually know a lot about it beforehand, so I wanted to force myself going into this not knowing anything, and I'm really glad that I did, because this movie just took me by such surprise. So what is this movie about, if you're inclined to know? Basically, it's about Anne Hathaway's character, who's kind of a mess. She's kind of a drunk, and she finds out, I don't know how else to put this. Basically, she controls a big fucking monster. You know, one of the kaiju. Something like, if you've ever seen Pacific Rim. If you don't know what a kaiju is, Pacific Rim is those big fucking monsters. That's what a kaiju is, and that's what she controls in this movie. Unwillingly, she doesn't realize until later she's in the park and she realizes this kaiju's doing everything that she's doing. What the fuck? At a specific time each day. And so what do you do when you find out something like that happens? Well, this movie makes it kind of a dramedy. There are some comedic elements to this movie, but there's also some very serious elements to this movie, which brings me to Jason Sudeikis. You may remember him from lots of silly comedies like Meet the Millers and a bunch of other Horrible Bosses. I think he was in that. And a bunch of other stuff like that, you know. He actually brings some different character elements to him that I don't really want to spoil because it kind of surprised me, and I don't know if they really put it in the trailer. But he definitely brings a different type of character to this movie. Initially, he is kind of this average Joe, but there's something his character does in this movie that changes the arc of his character to a certain extent, and it really just showed me he's actually a pretty damn good actor. He's not just this one-note comedic guy. He has acting chops. You know what I've noticed is that most comedians out there, you always hear how comedians are actually very sad and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've noticed lots of comedians, when they transfer themselves into drama and they really put themselves out there and open to that, they're fucking good actors for the most part. Jason Sudeikis, I really want to see him now do some more serious roles. But anyways, point is, this movie just had some twists and turns. I really don't want to give too much away about the plot because it'll ruin some stuff. All you need to know is a drunk Anne Hathaway controls a big fucking kaiju monster, and Jason Sudeikis knows about it, and shit happens. That's all I'm going to say about the plot. This movie was entertaining as hell. This movie had some good comedic moments. It had some good dramatic moments. And you need to fucking watch it. It had some great direction, some great shots, some amazing originality to it. And I want to see more movies like this. What else is there to say? I don't know. It's so hard to review a movie like this when you don't want to give stuff away. All I'm going to say is, I want to know what you guys think of it. Go see this movie. Tell me what you thought of it. Let me know in the comments below. And remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @Niddleman. And there's a new horror movie coming out soon called It Comes at Night. I got to interview one of the stars, Kelvin Harrison Jr. Stay tuned for a link for that at the end of this video. If you can handle more movie reviews, stay tuned and watch if you can handle it. Go.